Gustavus Henry March-Phillipps and Operation Postmaster, the genesis of modern special operations. Introduction. The Second World War catalyzed the evolution of unconventional warfare, necessitating the formation of specialized units adept at conducting clandestine operations behind enemy lines. Among these units, the Small-Scale Raiding Force, SSRF, also known as No. 62 Commando, emerged as a precursor to modern special operations forces. Central to the SSRF's inception and operations was Major Gustavus Henry March-Phillipps, whose audacious leadership during Operation Postmaster not only disrupted Axis maritime activities, but also laid the groundwork for the establishment of elite units like the Special Air Service, SAS. Furthermore, March-Phillipps' exploits served as a tangible inspiration for Ian Fleming's fictional spy, James Bond. Formation of the Small-Scale Raiding Force. In 1941, recognizing the need for specialized units capable of executing targeted raids, the British military established the SSRF under the command of Major Gustavus Henry March-Phillipps. The SSRF was conceived as a small, agile force designed to conduct raids on enemy installations, gather intelligence, and create disruption disproportionate to its size. Operating under the auspices of the Special Operations Executive, SOE, and Combined Operations Headquarters, the SSRF embodied the principles of stealth, surprise, and precision. Operation Postmaster, Planning and Execution. Operation Postmaster was a meticulously planned mission aimed at seizing Axis vessels anchored in the neutral Spanish port of Santa Isabel on the island of Fernando Po, now Bioko, in the Gulf of Guinea. The operation's objective was to capture the Italian merchant vessel Duchessa d'Aosta and the German tugboats Licomba and Bibundi, which were believed to be aiding Axis naval operations in the Atlantic. The operation's planning involved intricate coordination between the SSRF, SOE agents, and the British Foreign Office. Given the sensitive nature of violating Spanish neutrality, diplomatic considerations were paramount. The British authorities in the region initially hesitated to support the raid, fearing political repercussions. However, the Foreign Office in London eventually authorized the operation, emphasizing its strategic importance. On January 14, 1942, under the cover of darkness, SSRF commandos approached Santa Isabel Harbor aboard 2 tugs. Utilizing folbots, folding kayaks, the raiders silently boarded the target vessels. The crews, caught off guard, offered minimal resistance. The commandos swiftly overpowered them, severed anchor chains, and towed the ships out of the harbor. Remarkably, the entire operation was executed without firing a single shot, and the captured vessels were successfully sailed to Lagos, Nigeria. Strategic impact and legacy. Operation Postmaster had significant strategic implications. It demonstrated the efficacy of small, well-trained units in executing high-risk missions with precision and minimal resources. The operation disrupted Axis maritime activities in the region, deprived the enemy of valuable assets, and showcased the potential of unconventional warfare. The success of Operation Postmaster bolstered the credibility of the SSRF and influenced the formation of other specialized units. Notably, the tactics and principles employed during the operation informed the development of the Special Air Service, SAS, established later in 1941. The SAS adopted similar doctrines of stealth, surprise, and targeted strikes, becoming one of the most renowned Special Forces units globally. March-Phillipps' final mission and commemoration. Following Operation Postmaster, Major March-Phillipps continued to lead daring missions. Tragically, during Operation Aquatint in September 1942, he was killed in action while attempting a reconnaissance raid on the French coast. His leadership and valor were posthumously recognized, and he is commemorated at the St. Laurent-sur-Mer churchyard in Normandy, France. Inspiration for James Bond. Major March-Phillipps' exploits did not go unnoticed in literary circles. Ian Fleming, who served in British naval intelligence during the war, drew inspiration from various operatives for his fictional character, James Bond. March-Phillipps' combination of aristocratic background, audacious field operations, and charismatic leadership contributed to the composite persona of 007. Fleming acknowledged that Bond was a synthesis of the secret agents and commandos he encountered during the war, with March-Phillipps being a prominent influence. Conclusion. Major Gustavus Henry March-Phillipps' leadership during Operation Postmaster exemplifies the transformative impact of unconventional warfare during World War II. His pioneering efforts in forming and leading the SSRF not only achieved tactical successes, but also influenced the strategic direction of Special Operations Forces. His legacy endures through the continued prominence of units like the SAS and the enduring cultural icon of James Bond. References: Operation Postmaster.